Hey everybody, welcome to week two, your marketing strategies course, and hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving weekend. We just got past Thanksgiving, so now we're into the, I know some of you probably participate in that Black Friday shopping madness thing, and so we're into the Christmas season, so that's why I got my little Charlie Brown scenery here. I even got my own little Charlie Brown tree that I have, so anyways, okay, so got that. Bits of inspiration. If you wait for perfect conditions, you'll never get anything done. I just throw that my analogy in there because I know for a lot of people, you just don't have enough time. You got to wait till this day or that day, and a lot of people wait till Sunday, and so which goes against my harping on you all the time about making school something you do every day, not just on a Sunday or every other week or whatever the case is. Because just like in the example here, you ain't ever going to get done the way you want to get done if you just wait. If you're waiting for something. I even got an extra one this week. For those of you that have people who are naysayers about you pursuing college and your goals and dreams, and it may be that voice in your head that sometimes says, "Oh, you can't do it," or "I just don't got the time." To all of those, you just need to have the right attitude. Like here it says, they said I couldn't do it. They said the road was too long, the journey too arduous. They were wrong, the dry heaves here. So those of you who've ever been in sport, really active in sports to where, and you know what the dry heaves are, you know what I'm talking about. But, that don't stop you either. You just move on. So, so just want to, let you know you need to move on. Don't let negativity into your lives and let people tell you no, you can't do it, or oh, maybe you should just do this, or this is something you want to do. And I've been mentioning the last several for a month here about this is an opportunity you have, and you're in in the 400 level course here, so you've already gone 75% or better through your program. So just hang in there and get it done, as they say. All right. Here we are. Okay, into the classroom. Okay, last week, discussions, very good. The homeworks, yep, homeworks were done too. That was on the, if I believe right, the websites, right? Yep, yeah. So the homeworks I've seen quite a few of them already. Good points, all good points. Same thing in the the discussion. So make sure we're by Wednesday. Looks like most of you got in there and everything. So good job there. Upcoming week here, you got two chapters. You got chapters 3. Okay, collecting and analyzing marketing information. Okay, so this has to do with collecting the information for marketing purposes. Again, marketing is a whole monster in itself. There's a lot that goes into it. Like this chapter covers different things about analyzing and different environment, what they call environments. The other thing about marketing is that it's its own language. So we talk about different things in marketing, but there's all kinds of there's words that have different meanings in marketing than they would in everyday conversation. So I mean that's one of the things you got to get used to is interpreting on these different definitions and so forth. So let me see what else. Chapter yep, chapter 4 here, developing competitive advantage. Excuse me, got the coughs a little bit. Getting a competitive advantage over different companies. SWOT analysis is one of the ways to figure that out. Depending on what courses you've had already, you may have already done a SWOT analysis, but this is very important. Now, an example I use in competitive advantage and also on the other chapter, analyzing information. All of you remember, you probably remember Blockbuster. I use Blockbuster as one example. Whoever it was didn't do enough of SWOT analyzing the threats, things like the Netflix people, the Redbox people. Had Blockbuster had the vision, foresight, and research and development, and also market analysis, like we're talking in these two chapters. there might not be a Netflix or a Redbox. But as they say, you snooze, you lose, and so Blockbuster went by the wayside. A lot of other companies, a lot of other companies do the same thing. So I mean, that's where, um, that's what it's all about. So if you're going to be working for a company or in marketing, even if you own your own business, figuring out what the competition is doing. If you're the local coffee shop on the corner, you have a Starbucks that opens up across the street from you. What are you going to do? Um, you can survive, but you have to do marketing. You have to figure out a way to do it. Um, there's also who are you marketing to? Like if you're a coffee shop, coffee drinkers, right? But there might be other things. One of the other things one of the other things I dabble in a sideline. I'm on a board for St. Louis Publishers Association, and so one of the things we talk about in our monthly meetings, or our members that come in and everything, we do presentations every month, but we talk about who is your market? Like people write a book, right? Well, who do you want to buy that book? And most people say, well, I want everybody to buy it. Well, that ain't how it works. You have to have a target audience, a target market. If you're doing a children's book, you want parents to buy the books for the kids, or if you're doing romance or fiction or war fiction or whatever it is. So, I mean, same thing with business. You're targeting certain markets, certain people to come to your business. So that's what a lot of this has to do with. So anyway, okay, so there you go. All right, so back here. Okay, so this week discussion, assignments, quiz, participant. Okay, so that's it for now. I'll stop right because I've been going about 6 minutes here, so I've been going. So I'll leave it at that. As always, if you got any questions or anything, get in touch. I'm pretty much 7 days. So the other thing I want to go over real quick was the calendar, just so you're aware. I mean, I'm assuming you're aware, but being that this is the last course in the year of 2016, you got 4 weeks and then you have a break. So your week 4, your last week is like the week before Christmas, and then we go into January. So you have that last week of December, that first week of January is a break. Week 5 you do starting on the 9th there. So that's when we start the week 5 thing. So just so you're aware of that. And pretty much that's it. So okay, the only other thing is the test question. There it is. Had the grandson come over today for a while, and so he was helping do something. So let me know what he was helping to do. And with that, I'll let you guys go. You have a great week, and get in touch if you need anything. Take care, everybody.